Yeah, I know. I knew you were going to say that.
You're weak sauce.
Hey, SoCal Scene in the house.
What's up,
SoCal
man,
Scene.
dude?
What's up, Ethan?
Okay, here, wait, let me make sure my volume's turned up. Here we go. Disgusting thing.
Dude, you got hair again.
I know, look at how long my hair is getting. I was going to wear my beanie, but I figured I'd show off the hair.
That's
Yes,
dope.
it's
I like
nice
it.
to
I
see
like
you, man. It's nice to see you.
It's good.
Dude, it's so nice to see you. And I see other Ethan just joined the stream. I got to see him earlier today. I had to drop off some stuff at the screen printing shop. But I had to stay 6 feet away and wear my mask. And I just want to give the homies a hug. Honestly.
Yes.
Yeah.
I miss the homie hugs.
Yeah, dude, this is just the absolute
Yeah.
worst.
How are you holding up with this shit?
I've been fine. I feel bad. This is the first thing I've really posted on the SoCal Scene account in like a week or two. I've been pretty inactive just because there's not a bunch to do.
No, not really.
But like, as far as personal life goes, I've just been drawing and learning Photoshop.
Dude, that's the two best things you can do right now.
Yeah. So I've been doing that, and I don't know. I've been going on drawing dates with my girlfriend in the front yard. And
that's cool.
we sit, 6 feet away from each other and we draw.
Yeah, I saw you post that. That's innovative, smart thinking.
It's been lovely. What about you guys? Have you guys been playing and practicing and stuff? Getting ready
Every day.
Yeah.
Go
Every day.
Once
Yeah.
Finishing
things are normal again?
Yeah, we fixed one last song, and we're 100% ready.
Yeah.
But do you want to hear something funny? Remember I told you that demo, like we were going to do our demo.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to get you a copy and everything. Well,
Yeah.
I had CDs on standby. I had print. Where is it actually? We had
everything
we have a rough draft of what the cover's going to look like. That's it right there.
Oh, and Ethan drew that, huh?
Yeah, Ethan did that. We're going to have another one. We have a couple that's kind of different pictures on it that Ethan drew. But 2 days before we were supposed to go in, this all happened. 2 days.
2 days.
I know. I was all excited. I started screen printing. I was like, cool, I have a job now. And then it was like, actually, no.
No one
The
has
job interviews. I was going to job interviews like every fucking day.
Yeah.
And then nothing.
It died so quickly. It's been annoying, but having that time to like look on our songs, it's been nice.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But we're just waiting. Hopefully California opens on May 15th. That's when they said it's going to be. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
They changed it in April. So hopefully then we can go do it, because that's all we really want to do is just go do it.
Just want to do our fucking demo so we can show
I know.
we're not crazy.
Yeah, that'll be tight. Like, even though you won't be able to do shows for who knows how many months, it'll be tight to have out.
So we have a vaccine, which is freaky news.
A year from now.
A year from now.
Dude, what are we gonna fucking do?
I have been watching
you flipped
856
Oh,
videos
shit.
and Hardcore Productions videos every
Dude,
day.
I love that guy. Sonny is the G.
Sonny.
Yeah, I've just been watching live show footage and being sad that I'm not in the pit at shows. But I gotta say, my bedroom dance moves have gotten some pretty solid. I'll be doing my hardcore karate in the room.
Gonna kick some standby people in the face.
Dude, well, no, I literally had to put everything on my shelf lying down because it would fall over when I'd like two-step in my room. So I put everything down so I can two-step.
Smart.
Genius. Dude, I haven't hit in so long, man. Because I was saving it. You remember, I fucking had the self-control. I was nah, I'm going to save it for the demo. Say I don't want to get clocked in the throat.
Yeah.
And now there's no pitting.
And now there's
no pitting for like a year.
But hey, you found, I knew you knew it been a while, but then you found Faytooth. Because those are the two people we wanted to play with when we opened our show.
They're sick
really
as fuck.
good.
I feel bad. They hit me up too and were like, hey, can you send us the footage that you recorded? And I was like, yeah, let me just finish the rest of it. And now it's been like 6 weeks and I haven't.
No.
Dude, it'd be like that.
The worst part is like, Codename Blue, they asked for the footage today and I had that one ready. So I was like, oh yeah, let me send that to you. But then they're going to post that. And then Fatu was going to be like, where's it at?
What the fuck,
And,
bro?
yeah. So, like,
Yeah.
I should
That's
probably...
the one that we like traded off recording, right? The last
Yes.
one.
So if anybody's watching SoCal Scene wise, this Ethan recorded, or is he down there? I don't know. He recorded like the entire Benoit set and most of the Codename Blue set because I was selfish and wanted to dance.
No, it was fun. I actually really enjoyed it. It was interesting because usually, you know, I just spend the whole time pitting or like just watching or whatever. But it was cool to actually like record and like look for things that were like happening. And there's
definitely
happening.
The more I got into it, like filming, the more I've enjoyed it. So like that's why initially I was like, I'll record a song, I'll pit a song, I'll record a song. But I think what I'll just have to do is find, you know, you or anyone at a show and be like, hey, why don't we trade off or get like a team of like 4 people and be like, record,
or
pit,
at all angles,
record, pit, record. Pit.
Yeah,
that's smart.
Any multi
someone with a chest harness that with a camera.
One of the homies, his Instagram, I'm pretty sure it's the B Fragaso or something. He does the helmet cam. And he's got the GoPro on his helmet, and that footage goes hard.
That's so cool.
That's dope. It could be like your own personal, like from shock therapy, like lobster or crab in the pit. You just have the one guy with a camera in the pit.
Yes. No, he did head cam, or no, he didn't do head cam, but what's his name? Beta Hall 9000. Anthony did helmet cam at La Santa when Shock Therapy and Wacko played. And that footage is sick as fuck because he was like doing his photography and the helmet cam
at the same time.
Yeah, that'd be cool because he'd be filming and it would pop up and he'd be like, and you'd see it in the shot. It was tight.
That is so cool, dude. So, main question is, what got you into this? What made you decide? Yeah, I'm gonna fucking do my own thing and I'm gonna create a website for this shit.
I will get it. One thing, are you saving this Instagram live? Like recording it? Okay, because I was like, only one person is watching right now, so I'd like to be able to look back at things I talk about later.
Yeah, absolutely. We always save them.
Okay, so well, let's think. It was probably around the time that Codename Blue and Benoit left on their tour with Shred Bundy, like up the coast. They were doing a big West Coast tour, but then like what was it, Oklahoma, some of their dates got canceled, so the tour was shortened. But when they were leaving for that, from the house show, I was talking to all of them, and like they've always been such a huge inspiration. And Moises, who is the videographer extraordinaire of the whole thing, you know, he's one of my real good friends now, and seeing the way that everyone I know contributes in some awesome creative way to the scene, whether it's through their zines or their art or their music or setting up venues, like that's when I really started thinking, like, how am I going to contribute to this? Because everybody's doing really cool, amazing things. Like, I need to be, like, I want my life to be this stuff, and I got to figure out a way I can add on to it. So then I went through, like, well, I don't play any instruments. I can't start a band. I mean, I could, but, you know, would probably suck.
I've been there.
And I, you know, up until recently, I didn't really do any type of art or anything. But I was like, well, I'm a computer science major, and I could probably make a bitchin' website.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that at Denny's like a long time ago.
Yep. I had the idea. I was like, I got to do it. And then I'm just using Squarespace for the SoCal Scene site. So it's basically, I don't know if you have any experience with like Squarespace or Wix.
I've heard YouTubers have been sponsored by them.
Yeah. So basically, like, I don't know, you're able to make a website on it, but they give you like all these templates, and you're able to, instead of having to like code a whole website, you have like these blocks that you can put in places, and then you can add like code blocks to do your own custom injections and stuff. But point is, I was able to get something up and running a lot quicker with that than I would have if I like tried to start a website like from scratch, which I did at first. And I spent a few days on that, and I was like, fuck this.
Yeah, I'm sure that's really fucking complicated.
But I started it, and I've been trying to build off of it ever since and figure out new ways I can do stuff. And, you know, with all this happening, I have to adapt. But it was going really strong before everything fell apart.
Yeah, I remember it was really cool to have something like that because, like, I mean, most of the time I would see a show, it was like by accident, just someone posting it on Instagram, but I never really like actively went anywhere to go find shows because it just pops up randomly. But you know, there could be some that are like way closer to you, or there's some like bands that you'd like rather see because like obviously scene's getting more diverse now. Like, every show it feels like there's like 3 or 4 different genres in there now, and like some people might prefer another one, and it might be going on a different show they don't know about. But like now we can go and actually look.
That's the goal, yeah. Because like I'd realized, like Thursday night through Sunday night, there is like a dozen different shows happening at all times. Like every night there'd be. I mean, I remember a few weekends in a row where I hit 4 shows each weekend. Like just documenting and helping sell merch for bands and stuff. Like there's always, the big goal was that I want people to know, and this is obviously pre-COVID, of course, but that there is always some crazy ass shit going down within like 20 miles of you every weekend, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you can go and tell your little friends at school later.
Yeah.
Go back to school on Monday, you're like, hey, look what I did last weekend. And they're, you know, most of the time they think you're crazy, but there's some people that are like, dude, I want to go do that. Like, there's people I brought to shows for the first time because I was just talking about it fucking in class or whatever. Because, you know, people ask you, you know, especially wearing like certain shirts and stuff. They're like, what the fuck is that?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Dude, my favorite is someone came up to me and they were like, hey, where'd you buy that flannel? Well, I got the flannel at Target, but I added all the stuff, and they were like, "Whoa, that's sick!"
And then I ended up
I ended up bringing them to a show. So like, bringing people to their first ever show is always a fun experience.
Yeah, it's. I've had people like fully embrace it. I've also forced people in the pit. It took like 3 people. I remember I had this old punk band that no one has ever heard of or cared about because it was like one show.
What was it called?
FYSU.
Yeah, fuck your shit up.
Fuck your shit up.
And my old bassist from that, he was really into like indie rock and stuff. Well, like I wanted to be in a punk band, so he like, you know, he kind of went with it. We did like a little punk thing. It wasn't like that heavy or anything.
Nice.
And we started going to shows and stuff. I wanted to take him to shows, see him, like, so we can show him what it's like. And I remember, like, we were sitting at the edge of the pit, and he's like, dude, this looks pretty cool. I'm like, go in, do it. And he's like, oh, no, man. And me and, like, 3 other people fucking pushed it out.
Nice. I just noticed, I'm looking at the chat, some people are saying stuff. Become Snail said, one time a girl went up to me and said, where'd you get those stickers? While I was wearing my battle jacket.
Yeah, that's our drummer, Julian.
Yeah, that's our drummer.
What's up,
Julian? Oh, no. Wait, really?
Yeah, that's our drummer, Julian.
Have I met them before?
I don't think so. Not yet.
Not yet.
But he's a new guy.
He's new. He's got his other bands coming, A Red Sun, that he's working on right now.
Tight.
And they got some stuff.
They're a dope ass like ska punk band. And we always dig that ska shit.
Yeah, except Julian sounds like a death metal singer, so I'm a little.
Julian's vocals are pretty sick.
I'm a little
ska punk or ska core.
Ska core.
I'm a little confused what Julian's trying to go for. I don't know if it's death metal or punk band, but I get a bit of both.
Corrupt, but it gives me a boner anyway.
I'm digging it. I'm digging it.
Yeah. No, I fuck with ska, bro. Ska goes hard, and ska punk goes hard, and ska core goes even harder.
I need to go, like, after this is over, I need to find a way to go see the Voodoo Little Skulls. That's a band I really wanted to see for a long time because I grew up with that shit.
I've seen them like 5 or 6 times. They're one of my favorites.
You guys.
The new singer is cool too. Ephraim, he's also the singer of Death by Stereo.
Oh, really?
And he works like all the events at the Garden Amp. So whenever you go to the Garden Amp, he's always there kicking it. So I've met him a couple times, but my buddy Riley is like better acquainted with him. But it's tight because, like, every show you go to at the Garden Amp, Ephraim from Voodoo Glow Skulls and Death by Stereo is, like, doing sound.
That's cool, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't know they even had a new singer. I definitely didn't know it was from Death by Stereo.
Yeah, so I don't know how many years it's been, but the old guy hasn't been in it for a while. But he's tight, though. New guy's tight.
Yeah, I didn't even fucking notice. I didn't even notice the difference, so that's, good job on him.
Definitely.
Yeah, I got a question. What's your favorite video? And it's a two-part, video and interview. It could be like the same band or like
like your recaps.
Yeah,
like all-time footage
just one that you look back on. You were like, man,
like, fuck yeah,
that was a good time. And same with the interview. Like, man, that was good.
Well, like locally, like Moises and the stuff he's done with Insert Tape, and before he was just Split C, he had Split Video, and he's filmed all of my favorite local bands. I mean, Civil Conflict, like he's covered all the Nardcore kids, he's covered all LA, all OC, and he has a lot of great footage as well. But like Hardcore Productions, hands down, also does a crazy job. Everything he's ever done has been tight. But if I had to pick like one video, the video I honestly probably watch the most is the Hardcore Productions Denny's show.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like,
dude, how do you feel about that shit being on the news and like articles and stuff?
Yeah,
like,
we experienced probably a one-time ordeal.
Yeah, no, that was it was crazy, and it was even better because it was my friend Bryson throwing the whole thing. So like,
that was his first show too, right?
Yeah, that was his first ever show. So like, I met him maybe like a year and a half ago when he was starting like the whole Bastards Club skate apparel thing, and I like always liked his shirt designs and stickers and stuff, so I'd buy them, and we became homies just from going to shows together. And then I heard about the Denny shit, and I was like, yo, yeah. And then, of course, it was crazy, and, like, the only thing that sucked about it was that not all the bands got to play. Other than that,
there's only, like, 2, right?
Yeah, so Wacko played at the Denny's, and then NNN played, like, one song in the middle of the set, and then EDB played Under the Bridge. But, like, Cynical and Benoit didn't get to play. And I think
Benoit playing at Denny's would have been literal insanity.
Oh yeah,
I wish I could have seen that.
Dude, crazy ass punks in the Denny's, messed it up.
Dude, I was looking at the website and stuff, and I was going through like the photographers because I just wanted to like make sure I looked at everything. Dude, I found a fucking picture of Peter
just standing
at the Denny's, just see him clear as day.
Oh shit! Wait, let me think. Is that
I looked
on
like
the
such a
main
nerd.
page?
Yeah, it's the one. It's outside.
It's a black and white like Denny's picture. I forgot the name of the photographer. I think it's the first one or the second.
Yeah,
the second one.
I'm in the middle left side.
Okay, wait, I want to bring that up. Yeah, that's another thing. That a big thing was like, there's so much more than just the music involved. Oh, I see it.
Yeah,
I got you. Wait a minute.
You see him immediately.
Yeah,
he is. Dude, I was looking at that. I was like, holy shit! Like. That's something that he's gonna show his kids or something. Like,
yeah, and they're gonna be like,
"Oh, for real?"
They're gonna be like, "What were you thinking?" I'm like, "Where's my mom?
Where's my mom?"
Yeah, this guy is great. He's got cool shit. This is one of my favorite photos he got from the show because it just showed the scale of how many people were under that bridge. Like,
dude, I've seen so much cool footage from that show, and I was like, "Holy shit! Why wasn't I there?"
Yeah. Well, like, you could even, other favorite thing is you can recognize, like, dozens of people in the photo. Like,
yeah, even if you don't.
There's me, there's Todd, there's Luke, there's, like, you can see all the homies, which is one of my favorite parts. In my opinion, one of the best photographers in the entire scene is Rachel Allen. They've made, like, the coolest photos of every show. And they have a bitchin' website that you should all check out.
We follow them.
Yeah, we definitely follow them. I think the coolest part is that they really capture, like, the fucking movement.
And the color.
And the color, the energy. Like, you can feel that shit. Because it's like all the little lines come like, movement and the lights. That just makes you feel like you're actually there. I think that's the coolest part.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they have sick style, for sure. Ugh. I can't wait to see. Like one of my favorite things was seeing they did a photography zine, documenting all the greatest moonlight shows at the Wormhole, and it's fun looking through it and seeing like myself all the time.
Yeah, everyone, dude.
Because like I was at all these shows, you know, Codename Blue, one of my favorites, obviously Street Play.
Dude, that's awesome.
Thick as fuck.
I've still yet to go to the Wormhole. Does it? It still exists, right?
Is it gone? Closed. I think it's closed, man.
Hell, dude. There's so many like El Recon. I never got to go there. Like there's
El
just
Recon
so many...
only went a couple times. Like I saw Shock there, and like that was fun. Lobster Man. This was during that time. There was like a problem with people like punching Lobster Man.
Yeah.
They were like, Lobster Man's gonna come out, but y'all better not beat him up in the pit.
Dude, I feel so fucking bad for that guy. Like he lost his phone at like the huge show at fucking
the observatory.
The Blivet Bash.
Dude, I felt so bad for you that you fucking like went all early and shit, and they didn't let you film.
Yeah, in the interviews, they're just like, nah.
That was a serious bummer too, because like I have friends that film there. Like, come on.
Yeah, I don't understand what the fuck that was about.
I understand where they're coming from though. Like they just gotta make sure. I don't know. Actually, I don't understand where they're coming from.
Yeah,
I
don't understand.
My goal was to just go outside and do interviews, and I was pretty bummed because I was supposed to interview a bunch of sick bands, Big Fun, like Blivet, Dumb Fuck.
Yes. They're one of my favorites because, like, dude, me and Hilly went on like a date to like the Fox Theater or something.
Okay.
Around the corner from our house, which I hate that place, but that's a whole other different story. They really fucked us, but it was like a bunch of like older like white moms. They put like tables and chairs in the fucking pit area on the roof and stuff, and there was like some, you know, like acoustic indie rock band playing and stuff, and all of a sudden Big Fun comes out, and we're like, whoa, what the fuck is this? And then they got that energy like as soon as like they come on stage and shit, and I'm like, yo, this is gonna be something different. And they started playing, I was like, dude, this is like fucking Rage Against the Machine, but like it's playing this fucking like keyboard guitar and shit.
Dude, the guitar goes hard.
So awesome. And me and Haley were just like, dude, I'm following them on Instagram right now. Like, it was so cool.
I fucking love Big Fun, too. Like, they're all such characters, too. Like,
yeah.
The lead singer looks like a jacked superhero.
Yeah.
Got, like, the big tubby dude with the crazy beard. And they're all just, they're like they came out of a cartoon or something.
Oh, yeah. And their guitarist, the observatory was on stage for like 2 seconds, then went off to go drink. And then came back. That dude looked nothing like. They all look different from each other. You're right. He looked like a Fallout character. He looked nothing like anyone else.
Yeah.
One of my questions is: at what point during the pandemic is it appropriate to walk around in like apocalypse bondage wear, Fallout style?
Fucking Mad Max.
Like,
I think the time is nigh.
Yeah,
the time is nigh.
I gotta make some armor plates and like a studded mankini or something.
No, I'm getting a chastity belt.
As soon as California's open and just head on out. Yeah, it did froze. It did freeze.
The internet quality, man, because everyone's using it.
Apocalyptic waste so
bad. Dude, what band are you most excited to see when this is over?
Tie between Codename Blue and Benoit. They're like my two favorite bands. But then like I can't just say that though, because it's like tie between Codename Blue, Benoit, Nightmare, EDB, Wacko, Cynical, like and then I don't know. Like they're all my favorite. They're all my friends. Like, you know, I can't just pick a favorite. But like when I see Benoit and EDB and like Codename Blue, I'm brought to like another fucking astral plane, dude. I'm in there and it's like I'm ready to cry after some sets, man.
Yeah.
That first show back is gonna hit different, bro.
Yeah, dude, we'll fucking be there because I miss that shit so much. I miss socializing so much. Like, there's so many things I regret saying like no to, like just hanging out, and I was just like, you come up with excuses sometimes.
Oh, of course.
Like, you don't fucking want to. Now I'm like, damn, I wish I went and hung out with more people.
Yeah.
Just shows we won't take it for granted after this.
No, definitely not.
Dude, our whole fucking lives are gonna be different. It's really weird.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be different for too long. I think it'll be different from a point of view of like, I think people will hopefully learn to be cleaner. Mm-hmm. But I feel like I'd say by like next year, like, I don't know, late, early, or whatever. But next year, I think this is gonna be like hopefully a lot less than what it is now.
Oh yeah, well, like as soon as there's a widely used vaccine, like it'll, it won't matter like it does now, but it'll definitely change the way we think about like hygiene and shit.
Absolutely. I hope it's like I don't know how that stuff works because I'm not anywhere familiar with medicine, but I hope it's like the smallpox thing. It's like you take it once like every 10 years or like once in your life. I hope it's not like yearly. It's like, all right, it's Corona time. It's Corona season. It's Corona season.
It's like a flu season. Oh god.
Yeah. No, hopefully I don't know. They're saying it's like, it's not, what's it called? Like mutating a bunch. So like the only reason we got to take the flu every year is because it's like a bunch of different strains and it always mutates. Yeah. Like I think Corona, it'll hopefully be one and done, but who the fuck knows?
Yeah. Hopefully it is a one and done. What was it? Did you hear about the Kim Jong-un stuff?
Dude, I am like, is he dead? Is he not?
I'm
is
so
like
curious.
Hot sister gonna become the president of communism? Like, what's gonna happen?
Is it a conspiracy? Did she kill him?
No, they're probably sexists over there. Like, you need a sex change before you can be in charge.
Dude, like, my favorite thing about that though is the memes. Like the fucking like incel memes about how they're all like, oh my god, she's beautiful. She's the beautiful communist dictator. Yes.
Yes. Slay me, queen.
Slay me, queen.
Dude, I don't get people, man. Like, honestly, if he's dead, hey, good, I guess. But if he's not dead, hey, good, I guess. I mean, like,
I mean, like, either way, there's still gonna be fuck shit in North Korea.
PETRUS. It's just more. Chris Thrash. That's our guitarist. You met him.
What's up?
I find it just like, so funny. If he is dead, the coronavirus, he didn't even get that something else outshined his death. He didn't even get that as a satisfaction. No one knew he was dead for like a week.
He's like fat and kind of old. He probably just died. Like,
I wouldn't be surprised.
He just
definitely dyeing his hair.
Yeah. Oh,
that dude's old.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Another one bites the dust. On to the next communist leader.
On to the next, yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, hey, hopefully it's better, but, because of the people there. But, yeah, man, like, this stuff sucks. And it's just, like, it's a bummer. But a lot of good things have come out of it for the musicians, like I said earlier. What good has come out for you? Like, I know it's been, like, really hard with other stuff, but is there anything good that's come out?
Yeah, well, I definitely, like, it's made me think more about, like, whoa, stuff like this can, and this is cliche as fuck, but, like, stuff like this can happen, and I really gotta take, any time I have to do the things I'm really caring about and passionate about, and I gotta stop wasting time. So, like, and of course I have been wasting time, because, like, we're on Corona time, so, like, it's just depressing. But like, I've definitely used this time. What with like, I'm still in college, right? And online classes are a joke, so I have pretty much unlimited free time. So I've been focusing on expanding the skills that I have, so I can do more creative type stuff. Like I've been doing a 30 days of Photoshop course where I'm trying to just, get real acquainted with the software. And so I'll be able to like make flyers and stuff after this is all over.
Yes.
And then I've also been taking like online drawing lessons that are free from this website called drawabox.com.
I've seen that for sure.
And you start off crazy basic. Like I'm just drawing lines and ellipses right now. But it's made me feel better about being like by myself for extended periods of time. Like first few weeks sucked pretty bad, but now I'm like, I can manage.
Yeah, I'm starting to get a little acquainted with it.
Yeah, I watched your IGTV video that you put out like many weeks ago about you explaining everything in the situations and all that, like
which is really helpful.
What's going on? And I really like that, like stuff like that. Like I hope you do more of because it's
education.
Really, you have that voice that I want to listen to because you're calm.
Thank you, man. I'm sweating. Yeah, but like in that video, you could tell though I was just sad as shit.
Dude, yeah, you were like,
guys,
hi guys.
Yeah.
You're like a YouTuber making a shitty apology video, except it wasn't shitty and it wasn't shitty and it wasn't an apology video.
No, I like that example though. Like I felt like that, man. But I got all kinds of. I've been using the time to plan for what to do once things go back to normal. The only thing I've really been like doing a little bit of every day is I started like a SoCal Scene Discord just for people to hop on and talk and chat and check in with all the homies they normally see at shows. I mean, that's been being okay. Like a bunch of people are in it, but like there's only like 10 to 15 people that like check in every day and stuff. But it's nice. Like those
that's a good idea.
Dozen or so people kick it and voice chat every day and play, games and stuff together and talk about art and movies and shows and whatnot. So it's just nice to talk to all the people that like maybe you didn't always know personally at shows, but you're like, oh, I've seen you a billion times. And
there's always people that are familiar. That's the cool thing. Like you can force yourself to make friends if you really wanted to, because there's so many faces that are at every show. Like eventually you just kind of get the balls to go say hi to them. Like I saw you on Instagram like 2 years ago, I'm pretty sure, and I'm like, oh, this guy has my name. Oh, I was at that, music show. That's cool. At that point, I didn't really realize that people my age actually still were into that shit, because he was just going to shows with my dad, and everyone was like 35. And eventually I saw you at the local shows, and I was like, oh, shit. I mean, this is weird and cliche, but I follow you on Instagram.
Dude, but it's funny how many people be meeting like that. Like,
it's weird.
Social media, because it, like, fucks with your brain and your dopamine and shit. But, like, hey, at least you can make a bunch of new friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've had so many, like, issues with my phone breaking recently that I'm on, like, social media, like, less and less all the time.
Did you just bust your phone?
Dude, my phone, I have, like, I think an X or something.
Yeah, the newest one.
One of the newest ones. And, like, I've had no problems with it. I haven't even had it for 1 year, right? It's on a reboot loop every 2 minutes. Restarts itself every 2 fucking minutes.
Nice.
You have a phone call. You can't really use it. And then, like, if you use an app that, like, takes up more space or something, and more bandwidth, it like does it even faster. So I've been using like Haley's like 4-year-old phone or whatever, and I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna stop relying on Instagram to give me art inspiration. I started setting up like live things. Like I have this mask. Yeah, you can go pick them. I've been like using this old mask that I like made a couple years ago or whatever.
Okay.
I've been setting it up like under light and painting it and shit.
Look at this shit. Look at this. You just did this 2 nights ago?
Dude, I know. I'm so hyped that you're painting again, dude.
Yeah. This is the most like
every
ambitious artistically I've ever been. And honestly, I probably wouldn't have started doing it if you didn't like send me that DM like, dude, you should start painting again.
Dude, I'm so fucking glad, man, because like I'm hyped on it, dude. Every time I see a new one, I'm like, oh my boy.
So Ethan gave me this for my birthday, and this will be our album cover.
Oh.
Yeah, that's gonna be our album cover.
I fuck with it. I so fuck with it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's backwards for you because Instagram does that stupid crap.
But it looks sick as hell. You should both hop on the next One thing that's really tight is like a bunch of homies plan like, you know, Zooms and shit, even though Zoom is like sus, but whatever. That's a whole other discussion. But the homie Amelia does like an art Zoom every Sunday. And
oh, that's cool.
Kaylee's been on it a few times, and we all do art
about
stuff. Like, you should hop on and paint with us. I've been doing like, I'll sew on my patches, or I'll draw, or I'll like edit photos and stuff. But it's nice to do art with the homies.
Yeah, I remember she told me that. I definitely should. We need to Zoom with our friends. We've been so bad at that. We just like, time just fucking escapes you. You're like, yeah, I'll do it like in a couple hours.
I make sure to
I
keep in contact, but just to actually have a Zoom meeting would be nice.
I have not been keeping in contact with like anybody, and I feel bad. Like, there's people I should be hitting up way more, and I'm trying to do better with it today because I'm feeling particularly productive. Like, I went to bed at a reasonable hour and got up at a reasonable hour. But
that's
like,
crazy.
That's something that I think is really important, that people check in with the homies, because like, shows, I mean, I went from seeing all my best friends like 3-4 times a weekend to I haven't seen them in like 50 days. So
yeah,
I haven't seen you guys in fucking like 3 months, I feel like.
Yeah. The last time I saw you was when we were in Long Beach and we were fucking chilling at your house doing like fucking virtual reality with Mark.
So fun, dude.
I had to tell Peter about
He told me about Mark, dude.
He's like the coolest fucking person.
Really? So he'd really jumped from like to mountain pretty much. Like,
Mark, some of the greatest photos I've ever taken on hikes are, I like to call, the Mark in Motion series. As like, I love Mark to death, but on hikes, he has like done things that has risked his life and like encouraged me to do things that have risked my life. But it's the most fun every time. But I've picked like, I don't know if this is going off topic, but he bought here for like his birthday, he got this like 100-foot little orange rope like this thin. And we took it out, and we don't have like fucking harnesses or anything. And we were climbing at this like waterfall or whatever, and he climbs up a few hundred feet, and he ties the rope to like this fucking thin ass tree branch, and he's like, all right, I'm gonna rappel down, and he's like way back off the mountain, like,
oh my god.
And then he wraps it around his arm, and he goes way back and fucking like holds on and swings across, like wall running across the fucking cliff. Dude,
Mark's Spider-Man. It's obvious.
Mark is
just fucking finished that game. He checks all the boxes, dude.
No, so like, we go on the best hikes. That's if the what's it called? Stay-at-home order is raised on the 15th. I cannot wait to go on hikes again.
Dude, that's insane, dude. Like, Mark, he got guts. I have like.
Oh yeah.
I won't even get on a Ferris wheel because I'm afraid. My thing is not me falling off. I'm afraid to watch someone else fall off. That's my worst.
Oh god.
Because I know, I feel like I'm smarter than most people when I'm up high. I get really cocky. I'm just like, I know I'll fucking aim for the water. I'll land on an umbrella. I'll be fine. But no, this idiot's going to hit the cement. And I freak out. And I'm like, stop shaking it. And then my friend will stand up. And if we're like at Disneyland in that cage one that swings.
Oh, I fucking hate the one at Disneyland because it goes in and out.
We weren't on the one that swings, but it moved a little bit. And my friend said, I guess they all swing, but they lock it. So he stands up and just starts shaking, and I start screaming at him. Stop it!
I don't know how people think that Ferris wheels are romantic. They're fucking scary.
No, yeah. When I'm up high, I'm an asshole. I don't want to be there because I'm afraid for you that you'll fall off, and I'll think you're an idiot for being up there.
And I just get vertigo. So.
I had to come to terms with the fact that there's like a 50-50 chance I'm going to watch Mark either die of alcohol poisoning or fall off the cliff.
Dude, and he downed like 240s in your car. I was like, how?
You're this big, and the 40's this big. How do you...
And we ate like 5 hours ago.
Dude, we went to the Malibu Rock Creek pools where you can go like cliff diving. And he brought this bottle of like vodka, and it was sitting in the little crevice in the rock, like in the sun. So after a few hours of hanging out, just like hot vodka. And he's like, I have the Borski, the warm Borski. I am going to climb. And he starts like climbing this shit that people are roped in and climbing with like trad rope climbing gear. And he's like, cowards. It's fucked. It's fucked.
Oh my god.
But it's fun times. It's fun times.
That's.
I would be so scared for him, dude. I'm the person, like, when people are getting in trouble in class or something, or they're doing something stupid, and you have that sense, like, this teacher's gonna catch on in, like, 2 seconds, man. Like, just shut up. Just stop talking while they're talking. And then they get in trouble, and you like, feel like you're getting in trouble, but you're fine. You didn't do anything.
Yeah, I think it's obvious. I mean, it's obvious, too. It's like, why are you doing that? You're going to get caught.
Yeah.
But it's also so entertaining. Like,
he's my boy. It is what it is, you know?
It is what it is. Nah, dude, you know what? Good for him. He has the courage to be happy in his own way that endangers him and maybe other people, but he's not dead, so
he's not dead.
It is what it is.
Hey, our boy Daily Diddy hopped in, man. Home of the Long Beach news, Long Beach local news.
We're getting the gold medals too. We got the gold medals.
Dude, Diddy goes hard. He's the homie.
Speech
had
100.
A lovely interview with him. I hadn't met him. I didn't know him, but I saw he was looking for people to interview because he does every day. He drops a new podcast where he talks about. He does like segments. So he'll do like local music, and then he'll do local news, and then he'll do like an interview. So he hit me up, or I hit him up, and was like, "Hey, I'll do an interview." And he came by, and we got lunch, and we talked about stuff. It's so tight. Like, he's another huge inspiration, man. He works way harder than everybody I know. And if you ever want the scoop on what's going down in Long Beach, Diddy's the man.
Yeah, I really like being in Long Beach, dude. When me and Haley get to go visit her mom, it's like fucking bliss. It's like there's so much shit to do. And we got, like, you, and there's always, like, shows that are, like, not an hour away.
Always nice.
That is always a plus.
Yeah,
I think we might do that, like, a podcast eventually.
Yeah, the weird thing about all this is new. When I met Ethan, I didn't know anything about, like, punk. I was a metal fan.
Yeah.
I'm a big Korn fan, and that's where I got my love of music. But I knew what punk was. In my mind, it was like, oh, yeah, Green Day's punk. Like, that was my mind. Because I didn't know, and I was like, yeah, I've heard people love the Ramones, so I assumed the Ramones is the best punk band because everyone talks about them. And then Ethan was like, oh, no, there's like a scene. So the first show that he ever took me to, that I wasn't playing at, was when I met you at Chain Reaction. What were the bands that were playing? It was that older band.
Was this the Nardcore show, or was this the...
It had that big Nardcore band that I'm blanking on right fucking now, with, like, the older dudes.
Yeah, no, so that
False Confession. It was like Tanzler, False Confession,
Civil Conflict.
Someone else. Fuck. I think it was Chemical X.
Chemical X was there. That was
like just like a bunch of other hardcore bands.
But and I didn't pit the entire time. I was so curious. I wanted to see, because, like, you know, most people are like, you just got to go in. It's like, no, I got to see, like, how not to be an idiot. I like to observe things.
Being an idiot is the pit move.
The pit move is...
The lovely thing I've realized that my style has evolved because of the shows I've gone to and the people I've gone to shows with. Like, thanks to Ever, singer of Ever's Dead Babies, I've adopted the floor roll, just rolling through the pit.
Thanks
to, like, Moises, I've adopted some of the hardcore style because, like, it just, I always was one of those dudes that was like, no karate in the pit, like, totally shitting on hardcore dancing. And
but now you're like, dude, just a little bit.
Dude,
a little karate.
Just a little karate, bro.
We don't punch anyone in the face on purpose, but just a little.
Like, I am trying to, like, fucking toss my shit back and, like,
now dig on this.
Bro.
We've been watching Spider-Man 3, just that one scene.
Beating the floor. Hell yeah. Invisible ninjas and all.
Yeah.
Also, Haley, I think it was, like, after, because Peter was at prom.
I was at prom.
Yeah. Me and Haley went to a show on our day of
Or like
seconds, man. Like, just shut up. Just stop talking while they're talking. And then they get in trouble, and you like feel like there's a pit move.
Being an idiot is the pit move.
Is the pit move. The pit move is
the lovely thing. I've realized that my style has evolved because of the shows I've gone to and the people I've gone to shows with. Like, thanks to Ever, singer of Ever's Dead Babies, I've adopted the floor roll, just rolling through the pit.
I've
thanks to like Moises, I've adopted some of the hardcore style because like it just I always was one of those dudes that was like no karate in the pit, like totally shitting on hardcore dancing. And
yeah, but now you're like, dude, just a little bit.
Dude,
a little karate.
Just a little karate, bro.
We don't punch anyone in the face on purpose, but just a little.
Like, I am trying to, like, fucking toss my shit back and, like,
now dig on this.
Bro.
We've been watching Spider-Man 3, just that one scene.
Beating the floor. Hell yeah. Invisible ninjas and all.
Yeah.
Also, Haley, I think it was like after, because Peter was at prom.
I was at prom.
Yeah. Me and Haley went to a show on our day of prom instead. And it was the most fun.
Though. That's the move.
It was so fucking fun.
Bro.
I won't regret that. I won't ever regret that, I feel like.
That's good. I would have regretted not going to prom. But that's what I play blackjack most of the time. They have blackjack there, so.
I don't know.
I never went to prom. I like kind of dropped out and switched to independent study and then like graduated early and I didn't do like walk the stage or prom or anything.
You know what? I respect that shit. I think that's smart. I wanted to do that, but everyone's just kind of like, no. Yeah. You're gonna be lazy.
Dude, I was ahead. Like I wasn't like graduating early ahead, but I was just ahead. I was just like, yeah, I don't want to push myself. I don't want to try. I don't want to graduate early.
I was excited. My girl Willow, she's like graduating this year. She's like a year younger, so. And I was gonna go to prom with her, man. Shit, I was gonna get my prom, bro. I was hyped.
There isn't even gonna be a prom now, huh?
Yeah, most senior. There's so many. Okay. Yeah, dude. There's so many seniors right now that just like are so entitled. It's like this is ruining my year.
Dude, the protesters in like LA and Newport, like, stop ruining my senior year. Dude.
Shut the fuck up. You think people in World War II had a fun senior year? As soon as they turned 18, they were dreading their senior year.
Yeah. Dude, I don't get to go to prom or homecoming. Oh, wait. Dude. Hundreds of thousands of people are dying.
Oh. Well, I'm not dead, so it's not that dead.
Think I care about grandma? She's a bitch anyway. Like, what?
Yeah,
she don't even have TikTok.
I hate to think, because my mom's been watching the news, and like, listen, if people believe in fake news, if anyone's watching that believes in fake news, at this time, I guarantee you, unless Trump is saying something stupid, everyone's a doctor. That's pretty much speaking. No one's really being false. Don't listen to the reporters.
Everyone's a doctor. Also,
yeah, just listen
Jasper, I did see the protesters from San Clemente, and bruh, that's all I can say, bruh. Like,
yeah, bruh. It's ridiculous because people are saying that, still saying it only affects elders. When like the first case, and I think it was Louisiana, it was a 35-year-old. So now kids are dying. And then yet I know people who are just like, no, we just gotta protect the old people still. It's just like, we'll be fine. We'll have shows. Like, and I'm just like, dude, you cannot have a show like anytime soon.
There's people like our age that they get it and then it doesn't kill them, but then they get like a stroke. Like it's giving them strokes and they're dying.
Yeah, they just give it to everyone.
Yeah, there's asymptomatic people. There's people that will never show that they're being sick. And I could be like,
that part's terrible.
That is. Because me and my dad got sick at the beginning of this, and we had symptoms.
We were fucking scared.
My mom and Ethan were fine, but me and my dad had symptoms, and my mom was convinced that we had, like, the antibodies. We had full-blown symptoms, but we don't know if we still have it.
He was, like, in bed with fucking fever and shit.
Yeah, I was in bed for, like, and because the day before they shut down, me and Ethan went to the mall, because we didn't think it was that bad.
Nope.
So we went to the mall. There was no one there, and then that's when we were like, wow,
maybe it's kind of bad.
I was like, oh.
Yeah, we looked around for a bit, and we just left pretty soon because we were like, yeah, let's not be here. And then I was convinced from that trip. I'm like, oh fuck, I fucked myself. Like, but then it went away really quickly. So
nothing happened.
I don't know. Maybe I still have it. Maybe I'm giving it to people, but I haven't seen anyone.
Yeah,
so it's not hurting.
We've been like really good about that.
One of my favorite parts is seeing all the people like a month and a half ago being like, "You're all overreacting. Just like go out, see your friends. Like y'all are being silly." And then like a week or two ago, they're all like, guys, I know I wasn't taking it seriously in the beginning, but like, please just stay home. I want to go back to normal. And I'm like, bitch, this is your fault.
Could have done that if you actually listened.
You just listen, yeah. Like, you know, there's some people that are just like not listening, and to those that are watching and not listening,
which I don't think is anyone.
Which
here.
is hopefully not anyone here.
It's just people watching. I hope they're home.
Come on, like it's a worldwide thing. It's not in our heads.
Be selfless.
Be selfless.
You do gotta remember that
communist propaganda.
Guys, it is the 5G though.
Yeah, dude. Be like Ethan. That's the new motto in the SoCal scene. Be like Ethan. Dude, stay at home and do computer stuff. Don't go outside. Do 6 feet dates in backyards and in front yards. 6 feet dates. Come on, guys.
I see homies hanging out, and I'm like, dude, I haven't even hugged my girl in 2 months. Like,
dude, I haven't seen Haley in like probably 50 days. Like, she's dropped some stuff off, or like I gave her like birthday gift, like sitting on the porch and stuff, and like I see her from like a while, like, but. That was like through a fucking screen door, and still, even then, like 6 feet away. I'm just like,
I feel it's tough out here.
I'm dating no one, so
they're like,
I'm golden.
They're like, here you go. There's some UFOs and shit, and then later,
I saw that
UFOs. There's no fucking UFOs, idiot. It'll be a documentary.
UFOs gave us the corona, bro.
Dude, they're like going around and they're like dropping these. I seen the specks coming from there. I seen them. I fucking seen them.
Oh my god.
Yeah, man. People are whack.
I got another question.
Yeah. Just by the way, if you're curious, we wrote a bunch.
Oh my god. Awesome.
We've asked the majority of it. A lot of it's been,
but it was like casual, like out of order, which it doesn't matter.
I didn't know Ethan wrote these, by the way. I was like losing it last night because I was playing guitar and I was just like, I don't think our music sounds good, because that'll happen every once in a while. And I'm just like, Ethan, does this sound good? He's like, yeah, I'm busy writing. We have questions to ask tomorrow. I'm like, hey, there's you in a picture. And I was like, wait, really? It's me in a picture.
1,000 miles away. I'm like, so dude, sorry, person.
I've been 1,000 miles away.
Jasper, that's that real social distance.
You're taking it real serious. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Oh wait, question.
Merch.
I forgot we're doing like
merch. Yeah. Are you gonna do SoCal Scene merch at any
Dude,
time?
I'm super down, and I've already had some cool ideas that like I want to do. The one thing that I thought would be really tight is I want to get like all of my favorite local artists. So I'd hit up like you and Haley, and then I'd hit up like KT from Pure Morning, and I'd hit up like Lars, and like I hit up all my favorite artists, right? And I want them all to do like, or like, and maybe even my favorite bands too, and like just get like a little tiny design from each, like of like a self-portrait of them, or like of their band or their art or their logo, and just get like a bunch of them, like a huge collage of all the different like little band logos and scene things. And,
that would be dope.
Dude, I'm so
like,
down for that shit.
Just like stamp, SoCal Scene on the front. But then like I wouldn't want to accept money for something that's like a bunch of the homies' different designs. So I'd want to like do some sort of thing with it where it'd be like all proceeds from this go to like a show or like a fest or something. Like I don't know.
That's pretty genius, actually.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good idea.
And you could do like no contact drop offs and stuff if people are around, or like.
And then I feel like I could do like I could put it up on the website, and I could have like the SoCal Scene shirt, and it would be there, and then below it, it would show like each individual artist that contributed to it and what they did, and then it would talk about them. And I think that would be super sick. And then like that's one of the only things I'd probably really do, just because like I'm not like a band or like an artist or anything. So like, I don't know if people want to walk around just wearing like a just SoCal Scene logo, but I would probably make stickers. I'd definitely fuck with stickers.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, I feel like it would be good for people to ask questions about it, because then they can get them on like fucking on your shit, like on your website, and they'll discover something.
Yeah, dude, I got a great T-shirt idea. It's your face, but with like when you have the mohawk, and it just says underneath "Got Punk."
I fuck with that.
No, but with your glasses, just you and a mohawk, and the glasses, and then just "Got Punk."
Dude, I got it.
But it's either on the back of a flannel or it's a tank top. It's got to be one of those.
Or any of your pit pictures. Any of your pit pictures with the ass
those
open, the ripped shorts, the ripped shorts.
God. Wait a minute. Guess what? Willow sewed my shorts back together.
Oh, that's awesome.
You could start over now.
I know. Look, you can see like the stitching.
Dude, that's really sick.
That's clean. That's some scared. That's a clean stitch right there.
Yeah. So I no longer have a massive ass crack rip. And she also I made a new flannel. This is the here. Wait a minute. The local show flannel. I present to you the crop flannel.
Yeah.
And I got EB, Nightmare, and Codename Blue. Bruh.
That's sexy.
It's the crop flannel.
I love it. During summer, everyone's gonna be cropped, even Peter.
No, I'm definitely
even Peter
not wearing it.
Peter's gonna be cropped.
I'm not gonna
cut his shirt.
Listen. You gotta be either you in shape or you in shape to wear a crop top. I'm not neither.
Dude, but that's the best thing about crop tops. Crop tops don't discriminate.
No, but I do. Myself and my wearing of shirts. No, I don't know how much time we have to live stream, but I want to say this. Not wrap it up per se, but so my mom, back to the Denny's thing. Mm-hmm. When we came back from that, I told her all about it, and my mom was like, she kind of was jealous that she's like, well, why didn't you guys play there? I'm like, Mom, we don't have a band yet. We've been looking for a drummer for so long. She's like, well, I'll just talk to your dad about some stuff. And I'm like, what do you mean? And my mom said, if your dad is on board for it, and now especially when this is all over, my mom really wants to get like an old abandoned place and have a show there.
We could easily make that shit happen, bro.
Yes,
easily.
Y'all oh, well, you first.
No, when my mom's gonna find like a place, and usually when my mom like says something, it's very rare. Like if she's invested in it, it's very rare like for it not to happen. The only way it wouldn't happen if my dad's like, no, I don't know. But if both are a yes, then this could like it could be like a really cool like good show, because my mom and dad would like, my mom would get like friends to do security and stuff like that for like just like, you know, for tickets and stuff. If we charge people at the door, like, all right, let me mark your arm or something.
Yeah, that'd be tight as hell, dude.
Yeah, that would be yeah. 2 minutes left, but all right.
Hi, Miranda.
Miranda, you join at the end.
Oh God, wait, 2 minutes left.
Say what you gotta say.
When this is all over, and by 2021, I'll open a venue. That's like that's a huge thing to drop with 2 minutes left to discuss. But it's been in the works for a while, and it's something I found a passion, and I want to throw shows and have a community space. And before the end of 2021, if Corona goes away, I'm opening a venue in Long Beach in a warehouse.
Dude, that's awesome.
But like, obviously, things are very far in the future. But like, that is Ethan SoCal Scene goal. That there it is. Like,
absolutely.
Yeah, that is one of the questions. Is like, where do you want this to go?
Yeah, that I was gonna say for the last minute, just say everything that you want to say. What's going on in your life? It's kind of like Hot Ones. What's going on in your life? Just say it.
Okay, well, Hot One, the website I will need to expand at some point, and I'll need people to help me with it because I want to. The biggest thing is the show calendar. Every show that's happening in Southern California needs to be on that calendar. Another feature I'm looking to do that I haven't put too much thought into yet, but somebody suggested to me, was to filter by location, which I think would be really tight.
Ooh, that's
map
good.
And be able to see. And then I also want more show recap type stuff. I've been working with people that do like shows and film shows and do sets. and I want to make sure that more shows are being documented. And I think I'll try and figure out a system where even if I'm not at a show, I can make sure that it's still documented and put up on the site by, you know, accepting volunteer footage from people at any show.
Yeah.
Like,
so there's just always a recap.
Yeah, I want every show to be documented so you can look it up in a like database of all the shows and you can find footage from that night.